Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the 109th edition of Cinema Effect. I'm Zach, and I'm joined by Disney's number one hater, Jaden.
Oh, first again this week. Let's go.
Yes. And back to how all things should be, you know. And we got John Cena over here. We got the Peacemaker, aka Fitzy, aka Liam.
Hi.
I haven't used. I just saw one I've written here at some point. I don't know if that was a Luke's suggestion or something, but Charlie Day, aka Luigi. I haven't done that in a while. Have I ever done that?
Charlie? What does that mean? Charlie Day. Oh, Charlie Day.
It's a nickname. Did someone suggest that at some point? I've got it here for some reason.
It was like saying, I think that came out of, you know what we were just saying, he's got a bit of Charlie Day in him that one time.
Yeah.
Is that where that came from?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That is pretty funny, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Cinema Effect, the podcast where we review and talk about a different movie every single Monday. And this week, that movie is Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which opened on Disney Plus on the 20th of May 2022. It was directed by Akiva Schaffer, who I sussed out and seemed to be his first feature film. He's done a bit of Saturday Night Live stuff, a bit of known for Brooklyn Nine-Nine as well. So you sort of get those stylings in here as well.
Yeah,
it is an animated.
He did Popstar Never Stop Stopping, which I guess that's a film.
Wait, is it?
That's a film.
Oh, okay. Is it
Yeah,
like
he did Hot Rod and The Watch as well.
Oh, well, fuck me. All right.
You're very misinformed there.
The Watch?
Yeah.
I've heard that. So are these similar style films where, you know, you get your Andy Samberg types in there?
Yeah, Andy Samberg's in all of them.
He's a main character.
Got it. That's all I needed to know. I understand. It's an animated comedy, and the synopsis says, 30 years after their popular television show ended, chipmunks, Chip and Dale, live very different lives. When a cast member from the original series mysteriously disappears, the pair must reunite to save their friend. That was Eric Banner, right? Who played the...
Yeah.
That was fun. All right, what do we think of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? Liam?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was... Yeah, witty. I thought it was... made good use of the IP concept idea. It's not obnoxious. And I think it's just really like fast and just good.
Very good. What about you, Jaden? Are we going to come in with a controversial hot take here?
No, I guess Disney buying out half of Hollywood has paid off. These cameos and crossovers and shit, insane. No, I had quite a bit of fun with the film. I thought it was good. I think I laughed like a few times. I can't remember when, but I laughed. Yeah. It's an entertaining time. I like the story. I like how old mate's great. J.K. Simmons.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I love that little shit he plays. I've never seen him before, but it's good.
Yeah, I didn't know. I still don't know what that was. Was he a Play-Doh?
Yeah, I thought he was Gumby, but then they called him like a Gumby ripoff, so I was like, alright.
What's Gumby?
Oh, just something like I don't even I haven't seen that myself. I just know it's like referenced often, like the green, like the tall green cunt,
What?
This is like this tall green Play-Doh looking thing.
In what? In the film? What are you talking about?
Not in this film. No, it's just
exists.
Yeah. I actually don't know what it exists for.
Is it a character?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is, but okay. And hang on, what'd you say this thing's called? Bam? What'd you say? Putty? What'd you say?
Something putty-ish. I don't know, isn't it?
No. What's the green thing that you?
Oh, Gumby.
Gumby. What the hell's that?
It's a popular little toy thing.
Oh, Gumby. Okay, I see. Film character, American claymation franchise. Human. I see him. I've never seen that thing in my life.
You've never seen a Gumby in your life?
I've never seen a Gumby in my life, truly.
Man, what the hell?
But apparently Gumby's a thing. Like, people like Gumby. He's got his own toy line here. Oh my god.
Yeah, Gumby's huge, man. Welcome to the world of Gumby.
Do you reckon there's people that are just hardcore Gumby fans and just like have Gumby memorabilia everywhere in their homes? That'd be sad. No, not really. Who am I to judge? But anyway, this movie. Oh, so Jane, were you done? Sorry before I interrupted you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine.
Okay, yeah, I liked the movie. It was really good. I liked it. It was fun. I don't know really how you can walk away and not feel that, to be honest. So with that, I'm going to try my best to make this not the shortest episode of all time. But at the same time, there's some stuff to talk about. I think it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. How did you guys feel about the one thing that took me a little bit to get used to was like all the visual styles in the film and just having like that's obviously the film's gimmick, but like having live action elements and then like animated elements mixed together is already sort of a cool thing that some films have done, but then this takes it to a whole new level where it's like CG elements, 2D, like all these art styles just meshing at all times on the screen. There's a few shots early on where I was sort of my eyes couldn't really handle it. It was sort of overwhelming, but I got used to it. I don't know if you guys, because I can see you like appreciating it or finding it overwhelming. I don't know. You guys liked it?
I didn't find it overwhelming. I actually took note of like a moment in the film where I was watching it, and it was like an establishing shot of the highway. I think before Dale drove in his human car, and there's just like 2D guys walking around. I didn't even like really notice because it was just so like part of the film. I'm like,
Right.
oh, this is like everywhere. So I
Yeah.
think like it did it really well. It wasn't overwhelming.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I think it did end up becoming seamless for me. Like all those scenes in like, so there's a few scenes in like, I think the one in the police station and like the office where like if you just look in the background, you just see like random human beings, office people walking around, and then next to them is just like this big dog guy. It's just 2D, and it's just the weirdest thing. But it's
I
cool.
like how integrated it is. Like they like go like balls in on like just like creating like a integrated society of animated and all. I don't know. It was cool seeing it like that much. Yeah.
Is it usually the thing in these? Because I'm not. I don't know. Like Roger Rabbit's another one of these films, and I guess is Space Jam like this too. I guess with the live action. Is Space Jam got live action elements?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah. Usually, yeah.
Is the whole thing in...
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. The original does. I guess the new one does too, although I haven't seen the new one.
Right, okay. I don't really know these films, but is the idea in all of them like the premise that in that world, like the cartoon characters have their own shows, if that makes sense? Or is it more just like is Roger Rabbit a celebrity in Roger Rabbit, if that makes sense? I say that just because I liked watching this, and I liked the idea of this parallel universe where like all the cartoon characters are just real people that like have their own, they're just actors that have their own shows, you know what I mean? So it's just like, oh yeah, Bugs Bunny, yeah, he lives down in LA and he's got a popular show. Like that's just a weird idea to me.
Would they all live in LA then? Do you think someone would pursue a normal non-acting life? Non-movie life?
I suppose so. Like, I mean, right. Like if you go
the
somewhere,
detective does, I guess. I mean, there are people.
Yeah.
That don't, yeah.
Oh, I think Putty is an original character for the film. I couldn't on the wiki. He's not from anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I love how you're researching that for that long.
Talking about villains, I loved Sweet Pete. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
the flashback was sick.
The flashback was awesome. My favorite was during the flashback sequence when he's like in between, where he's Peter Pan, but he's got like he's starting to become disheveled.
Yeah. Starting to get whiskers, yeah.
The whiskers, yeah, exactly. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Yeah, dude, just like all the references and stuff. Yeah, but that's the thing, like its premise being like, yeah, this world where all these animated characters are just real people that walk around and shit, and like that's already fun in itself and it's visually interesting in itself. But then like the way they just fully capitalize on the premise by not only, of course, taking advantage of all their Disney properties, but like going out and like partnering with other people too and getting other cool cameos was really cool. Like I feel like Disney has got enough to where they probably didn't really have to bother going out and finding other stuff. But no, they went out and got Batman, and they went out and got Ugly Sonic, which was, I appreciate the effort in doing that because those were
Batman in
funny.
the film? Did I miss that?
Batman versus E.T.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Shit,
yeah.
yeah.
That's gonna ask you.
Okay, yeah. I was so, yeah, right.
There was a few notable ones where I was like, oh, they had to like go out of their wheelhouse there to get that, and that was cool. Oh, they had to get they had to get goddamn Monsters versus Aliens, the guy, which was the most random thing I've
I
ever
was trying
seen.
to, but did Disney, who made that? Like, what studio made that? Did Disney buy him out?
DreamWorks. No, they don't own
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
Oh, okay, right.
No,
Because
they don't.
who did they buy out
Shrek as
last
well.
year?
Sorry.
Didn't they buy out like a big anime? Oh, Blue Sky. Or no, not
That's
Blue
it.
Sky.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
okay.
Robots.
No.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Blue Sky
yeah,
who did
those
Rio
people.
and Ice Age and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that might have been Monsters and
Wait,
Aliens.
I think isn't there like a bunch of Spielberg movies on Disney Plus? Because there's like
I think
West
there
Side
is.
Story as well. Now, from last.
Well,
year.
that's a Fox Searchlight film. Yeah, that's a Fox film.
Okay, but I feel like there's a bunch. Anyway,
Yeah, they're probably yeah.
maybe you work at Fox. Anyway.
That was dude. Yeah, and wasn't there like, hang on, was it dead Shrek? Was there a Shrek's corpse in this film? Was that what it was? When was Shrek referenced in this film? Because he definitely was.
Was he?
Yeah, Shrek was in it. I can't remember now. It goes so fast.
I mean, there's a Star Wars thing with like,
Was there?
yeah, like Leia and Kylo Ren, like they were like dressed up as Leia and Kylo Ren.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, for like a second. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. This movie, I mean, if you haven't gathered already, if you haven't seen this movie, just watch this movie. You know what I mean? This review, just watch it and then come back after. You know what I mean? There's like, this is going to do nothing for you if you haven't
We're
seen
gonna
it.
reference a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to like, what about when Ugly Sonic's teeth were in the film? And you're going to go like, what? But that was funny. I had the Ugly Sonic thing spoiled for me beforehand. Did you guys know about that one?
Yeah, wasn't it
No.
in like the trailer or something? I thought that was like meant to be known.
I don't think so. It wasn't in the trailer.
No, oh, okay, because I saw it like everywhere. I'm like,
Right.
Seth
Because
Rogen is in the
it's
trailer. I
shit.
thought you might be talking about that. But when you
Seth
said
Rogen
that,
what?
you were spoiled it. Oh, Seth Rogen was in the trailer.
Yeah, he
was-
was too. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that, but you're right. Yeah.
Did you guys recognize like that scene in the movie where Seth Rogen like had all the Seth Rogen characters?
That was
Like
genius,
by
dude.
Seth Rogen.
I lost my
like Bob
mind.
And
That was my
Mantis
favorite
and-
scene. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
when then Pumbaa was there too. God, I thought it was so funny. And it was like remake Pumbaa. I thought it was genius. Yeah, that was great. And then and it was the Kung Fu Panda people as well. The Kung Fu Panda. What are they called?
Yeah, I think Mantis was there.
Insect.
oh yeah. That's right,
Mantis. Yeah. So that's another DreamWorks thing. Yeah, they had to go out of their way here. Good for them. Seth Rogen's done a bunch of DreamWorks things, apparently. Have you guys ever seen the original Chip and Dale? Like, do you have any
No,
nostalgia?
I said last week that it was a Roger Rabbit thing, but it's not a Roger Rabbit thing. I just got that from a review because it said it was like a knockoff of Roger Rabbit because of the animation styles.
Yeah.
I thought it was an actual spin-off, but it wasn't. It's just its own thing, I guess.
Yeah. I guess it was a Disney Saturday morning cartoon, I guess. I feel like, Jane, this is up your alley. I feel like you'd be into the Chip.
No, I never watched it. No.
Oh, okay. I'm sort of surprised by that, to be honest. It's unbelievable. What are some other... Oh, I mean, Seth Rogen was great, dude. The Uncanny Valley was hilarious. That was genius.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Next level genius. And friggin' Seth Rogen's character not looking at anyone. Oh my God.
Mm.
That made me laugh. That was so good. God, this movie's good, man. Oh my God.
It is good. I mean, there was like glitch. There was like that guy that was like glitching against the.
Yeah. The walking animation. Yeah, that was funny. And then the friggin' the cats. If James Corden was in the movie, I would have lost it. But
Oh yeah,
it was
the cats are so fucking
that
funny.
was
Yeah.
so good, dude. Oh, God, this movie's just. Can we just say this movie's good, Free Guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good IP movie. Yeah, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like funny. Yeah.
It's like, look at all these references, but they're actually funny.
Hmm.
You know,
it's
actually a bit meta.
going back to the thing about like all the animation styles like that you first mentioned, and only mentioning it now because but when they first reached that kind of alley where all the cartoon characters are, that's where it's like really jarring because like you got like Phineas and Ferb's mum, but then you also got, like all the other shit that you're saying as well, and like that is where like it was too much.
Oh, okay.
But,
I see that.
Yeah, that's the only
That's
time it was
probably
like
where
kind
it
of
is the most.
overwhelming. Yeah.
That is probably where the most is going on. Phineas and Ferb's mum was a great shout too. Wasn't there Phineas, like a demented version of Phineas, came
it was
walking out of
escaping the studio. Yeah.
escaping the what was it called? Being
Oh,
bootlegged.
really?
Oh, that's
I
God.
love that implies like the 10-year-old boy that Phineas is has like some kind of in-universe drug issue that he couldn't pay
Oh
for.
yeah, jeez.
Oh, that's yeah. You're right. Oh my God.
Oh, I just love that as a
oh.
plot bit, as like a plot bit as well. Just the cheese, the stinky cheese
Yeah.
that like lifts cartoon characters from the air like it does in actual cartoons.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, the whole when they explain, I don't know the fish's name from the Little Mermaid, but when he gets his whole
Flounder.
sequence,
Yeah.
oh my God, that was funny.
I thought that was Winnie the Pooh. We were talking about like the Winnie the Pooh horror thing. I thought the outline looked like Winnie the Pooh, but it was the bear. It was the polar bear or whatever. That was like the henchman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Winnie the Pooh was in it later though, so don't panic. Oh, Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
Winnie
yeah,
the Pooh was
of course.
bootlegged as well. Yeah. I mean, shout out to the Muppet guy who
Oh,
was selling the
so
cheese.
funny.
God, that's got to be funniest movie.
I think that was my favorite. I think that was like my favorite kind of bit. Just his little shop and his swap up of accents.
Oh yeah.
What did he say? We got the cheddar. We got the brie. Are you cops?
Yeah.
The way dude went his eyebrows.
I was gonna say, focus on his eyebrows. She was hilarious.
Are you cops? Oh my God, it was so good. God damn, watch this movie. I'm telling you. I'll tell you a few times throughout the film. Jen already mentioned. Oh, was it Fitzia? God help me. I'm sorry. The establishing shots and stuff. It got me asking the question, similar to our Heat review. Is this an LA movie? Is this like a true? We see LA. We spend time in LA. I feel like this is more of an LA movie than Heat. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it shows like the lifestyle, and it's got the fucking thing from Chinatown. The freaking the water. The water basin thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Spit out of.
Yeah. Also well known in Time as well.
Oh yeah.
Iconic LA locale, no doubt. Well, I'm glad no one objected there. I was expecting an argument, but I mean, it's true. Michael Mann should have directed this.
I love the I love that although it's modern day, they kept up the '90s vibe pretty well. I think like Monterey's Jack apartment is obviously like the kind of height of that, but then like it just feels like a very '90s storyline anyway.
Yeah.
It's so clever with the perspectives as well, because then it's like, the detective, the human, looks in, and you realize it's like a small version of the building.
I thought this thing was massive as well.
Yeah.
And especially because
were real.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Can you imagine if they were real and you walk past these like little skyscrapers? Did you guys fall for? I'm dumb. I fell for it. I thought the goddamn female detective was definitely the villain here. But then the characters made the argument, and they're like exactly what my thought process was, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty clever.
As soon as he pointed out that that it never aired in like the city she lived in, like I was like, from that point, I was like, oh well, that's a bit too obvious for for a reveal. But then no, they got me on the bait and switch hard.
They did.
Yeah.
And no, you're right. I mean, we already talked about it, but J.K. Simmons, oh my God, so funny. Oh yeah, my favorite line of his was when he said, "Wait, someone told him, was a detective that said you're better than this." No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Oh, no. Just his delivery, though, was
not.
like, what a fucking stupid thing to say. Yeah. It's really good. You know what my favourite little detail actually was? Because if you're insane like me and you've thought about this before, seeing the live action interpretation of the car from Cars, like what a car,
Oh,
like what a sentient
what?
car would be, it blew my mind.
I missed that.
There's
didn't see that.
when Chip and Dale, probably, I don't know, like probably a quarter, the third the way through the film, when Chip and Dale are driving down in LA
Yeah,
and it's chatting,
the highway.
and they like cut someone off or some shit. There's like a quick shot where like the person they like overtook was like live action, was like a car from Cars with the big dumb eyes and shit.
Oh my god.
So like, okay, this just changes everything. Now there are sentient cars in this world as well, which is next level. Oh yeah, and I was going to ask if you guys knew the true history of because they mentioned how the show was cancelled in 1990. I just wondered if that was, I assume that's real. But
yeah, probably.
yeah, I expected you to know, Jaden.
No,
very
no,
disappointed.
You know what I do have to take issue with? I don't think chipmunks live for 30 years.
That's an excellent point. These are clearly some form of evolved chipmunk, to be fair.
Yeah, just bastards of nature. They should have died like 6 times over at least. Like,
oh my
in
god,
terms of, like natural lifespan, I think.
Yeah, this movie also reminded me that Alvin and the Chipmunks existed, and I used to watch those movies. Like, it reminded me of that. I don't think I'd thought about that in years, but
how many of the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies did you watch before?
Jane, I was really afraid you were going to ask that. I've seen, I don't know how many there are now. I've definitely seen 3. I've definitely seen up until I saw I think it was the third one where is it called Shipwrecked? I've seen that one.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen that one. I think that was my last one.
I think that's where I'm at too.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, first of all, is it more than just Shipwrecked?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is.
Is there one where they go on a road trip or some road ship or some shit?
The
that
road ship.
Like it would exist.
Chipmunks.
That sounds like it would exist.
The Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah, that's how.
I don't know if I've seen Shipwrecked. I think I've seen a bit of it, but I've definitely seen the first 2.
Oh, the Squeakquel. That's a classic film.
Oh yeah, that's where they have the female, those versions, female versions of the characters.
Yeah,
it seems like there's 4 of them. Yeah,
I've actually seen the first one probably more than 5 times, and I remember liking it. I wonder if it's one of those things. Is it going to be one of those things where like I really want to rewatch it? And if I rewatch it, is it going to be, wow, this is actually pretty good and I never really realised? Or is it going to be so bad I can't believe like I could conceive of liking it?
Perhaps it's the next series we take on.
I'm so down. We need a new series. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my god! I just looked it up, and the show Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers only ran from 1988 to 1990, so not long at all. Oh yeah, shit! I forgot I have trivia for this shit. I'm sorry. Is there anything good though? A sign in the film shows that Dobby the house elf became a model for Gucci after the Harry Potter series wrapped. Again, because Dobby in this universe would be a real person, thing, creature. Jimmy the polar bear is based on the polar bears from a popular series of Coca-Cola advertisements. Yeah.
Actually, I have that. Oh wait, hold on. You guys aren't.
What?
I have it in my room. Oh my god.
You've got Jimmy the polar bear in your room. Did you have a moment watching the film where you just like looked over?
No.
And you went.
I had the moment just then, Zach.
Wait a second. Oh, that's so good. Beloved character Jimmy the polar bear. Oh, that's great. That's great. And also shout out just to Dale getting CG surgery. That was fun. I liked that they stuck with Dale being CG and shit being traditionally animated. That was fun. So I feel like it would have been super easy for them to just both be CG, but they made the more fun choice.
I guess like the only question that we can actually talk about that's actually like kind of, you know, just, like what did you think of the voice performances of the film?
Oh yeah, they were awesome, mate. Chip and Dale themselves, we didn't talk about them, but they were great. I like their dynamic. It was very funny.
No, for sure. I mean, I know Andy Samberg. I hadn't heard of the other guy, but I think he's sort of a known comedian too. to my knowledge. But
John Mulaney.
Yeah, I don't
my
love
brother had
his
heard of
voice.
him. You don't love him?
I don't know. His voice is kind of I don't know. It's kind of jarring. Yeah, I feel.
Oh, okay.
You know, I feel like Andy Samberg really suits a chipmunk, but I feel like John Mulaney just doesn't have a voice for chipmunks.
You wanted to pull out who plays Alvin? I should have got him.
Yeah. I don't even remember. I don't know. But you say like this is like the first time that like the chipmunks don't have like a high pitched voice, which is thank God they don't.
Oh, thank Christ!
But like, yeah,
Oh my God.
John Mulaney just has like too distinctive a voice. I feel like I don't know. Like, there's just something about it that like puts me off the character. You know.
I mean, who else was there then? I don't know.
There's a Keegan Michael Key played the French cheese guy.
Oh, genius!
Yeah,
genius, Keegan. Great job.
Eric
See my
Bana
Seth
was obviously-
Rogen. Oh yeah, we said that. Yeah. That's right. He's awesome. I love Eric Bana.
What's his face? It was Ugly Sonic.
Is it Ben Schwartz? Did he do it?
No.
That's a shame.
The I think you should leave guy. What's his name? Tim
Robbins.
Tim Robbins. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. He was Ugly Sonic. I thought he did.
I've actually watched that show. It's a good show.
I think how important Sonic became to the film was quite good. You know, I thought it was just gonna be like a throwaway character at like the start, you know, to that fan convention, but like,
yeah,
he rocks up again and then rocks up again at the end, and, you know.
I totally agree. That was surprising as well. Yeah.
Oh, actually, one of my favorite gags is the birds waking up, you know. And the wife's like, you know, she's complaining about the hours he works. He's like, someone has to do it, or whatever he says.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
My favorite gag was the Seth Rogen laugh when he just did his laugh for no reason. That made me laugh.
Oh, and the human person, obviously. I think she did quite a good job as well.
Oh yeah, the only human in the movie.
Oh yeah, she's like the only human out of that group.
That's so weird.
Her CG was insane, man. It's like an actual human.
It's like Unreal Engine 5 shit, bro. Yeah. No, it was good. She was good. I liked her. And she actually just was a big fan of the show. That I must admit, I agreed that like whose grandma sends them tapes. That's weird shit. But apparently it's real. So I think I'm still done. You know, but there was some good last minute points there.
So that's why you need to leave. Like when you ask, you know, like you should use like a 15-second timer. You know, just like dig through. You know.
Well, that's exactly what I did. So you want me to do it more? Okay.
You know, I feel like sometimes you just take like 3 seconds of silence as an answer. You know.
I mean, I feel like in regular conventional social settings,
pretty
fair.
Yeah, but like, you know, this is
sure. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, let's get to our final verdicts for Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Disney Plus original. Liam.
I'll give it an 8. I think it's a great movie. I think it's just extremely fun and yeah, I mean, it's pretty hilarious actually. So I guess I don't really have any problems with it. I think there was a moment where I was out of it, but I think that was just my own circumstances. So I don't think that was the movie's fault anyway. Because then afterwards, I remember there being a lot of funny things. So yeah, 8 out of 10.
Excellent, Jaden.
Excellent.
I'll slap an 8 on it as well. I don't know if I enjoyed it as an 8. I think I probably enjoyed it more as a 7. But like, I think it deserves an 8. You know, I can recognize, you know, the 1 point difference that makes up between, you know, my perception and, you know, just the quality of the film in general. So, you know.
Yeah. No, I get that. I'll give it a 10. No, I'll give it a 10 for effort. I'll give it a 10 for effort. Because I don't feel like there's any conceivable way in which this Chip and Dale Disney Plus original reboot could be any better than this. But I'll give it a 7. Easy 7, easy recommendation. Check it out. Very, very fun watch. Very funny. I enjoyed reflecting on the funny moments because I wrote them down and talking about them with you guys. But at the same time, if I didn't write them down, I probably would have gotten half of them. So, you know, there's that element to it as well. I just don't like these sort of light watches. Don't really stick with me at all. But yeah, it's very the easy recommendation. It's really good. Let's get into news chat. Fitzy, did you see the trailer for The Menu?
No. Is
I
it
saw
like
this on
a
the
movie? What is
IMDb
it?
homepage. Yeah. It's got... Wait, hang on. Let me try and remember before Jaden tells me. It's got... it's Ray Fiennes
Hmm?
and it's Anna de Armas.
No.
Oh, shit. Wait, but is it someone like that?
I mean, like that in terms of like meteoric popularity rise in the past year, then yeah.
And young female.
Yeah. Well,
It's
she's
not
like,
Florence Pugh, is it?
no. But you're getting warmer, I'd say,
Am I?
in terms of like, you know.
Hmm.
It was someone of note to me, I do
Blonde.
recall.
Well, she's not really blonde. She changed her hair quite a bit.
Oh. is it?
Right.
Yeah.
I thought it was Anna de
Just like
Armas.
roll
Shit.
to roll.
I can't think of her name.
You know, I'll give you a hint, Zach. She's in Australia at the moment. Who would be in Australia?
I'm
Why would
totally
they be in Australia?
Yeah, it's a good question, Jaden.
Filming a certain film with George Miller.
Oh, it's Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can see where... Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, cool. Yeah, tell us about this trailer, because I saw it, but I didn't watch it, but I mean...
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's not what I thought at all. I can't remember why, but like when the first image was released, I swear like I saw it being described as like a it was like a satire set in like the culinary world. So I was expecting something more like
Burnt.
yeah, I don't know, like a cross between like Burnt and Don't Look Up, something like that, you know. But like but this is like a comedy horror, and like it seems to like be leaning into like both aspects pretty hard. And it looks great. It looks right up my alley. Nicholas Hoult is also there as the boyfriend. And he's great. He's also in Mad Max.
Oh, yeah.
And X-Men. She's been in X-Men too. There you go. Just pairs all over the place. But yeah, I don't know. The trailer is quite funny, and there's also a bit of terror in there. It kind of leads you down a path where it kind of makes it seem like there's something sinister, like a kind of people eating maybe going on. But we'll see what's going on.
Whoa! That sounds crazy. Do you know who the director is?
Yeah, I remember. It's a big guy, but I can't remember.
That sounds interesting. That sounds unique. I like the sound of that.
Oh, maybe it's not. Hold on. Who's this dude? Oh, maybe it's not a big guy. Okay. It's Mark Mylod. He did Ali G, though. At least I know him from that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. I'm curious about that.
He
Do you know when
did
it's coming
6
out?
episodes of Game of Thrones. Oh, he did.
Cool.
He's a Succession guy. That's right. He's a Succession man. That's where everyone knows him from. Yeah.
There you go. Fitzy, get hyped. He's going to go all in on the satire stuff. It's going to be great.
It comes out soon-ish, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's good enough for you. Just soonish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not 2024.
No.
Neat. Okay. I'll check that out. All right, Jane, we got a Bad Batch trailer. What'd you think?
I honestly remember so little about it.
Boo!
I think I remember liking it. I think my when I was watching it, my feelings were more positive for this trailer than they were for when the season 1 trailer came out. Because while the season 1 trailer was cool, it was kind of just nothing. It was kind of just shots of them going to planets and standing around. Whereas this actually gives us a hint of where things are going, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, tidbits.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Mostly just cool shots of them being on planets.
There was a bit more of what's her name? Beta? Omega.
Omega.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. She was there, right? And like Wrecker and I remember someone pointing out the fact that like they're hinting towards Cody, or was he in the trailer?
Cody was in the extended version they showed at Celebration. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which is bullshit.
And like there was something about like he has either Hunter or like he has like Hunter's knife or some shit, so they're gonna get it, or like I don't know. There was something like that. I saw it like in one of the comments. I was like, sick. Yeah.
Dude, I'm hyped for some Cody content, man.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. This trailer was great. I'm into it. There was an extended version they showed that had more, which is kind of odd. But we got Papa Palpy, you know.
Oh yeah, true.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Ian McDermott clearly doing the voice, which was fun. I also just wonder, like, what the hell are the Bad Batch doing at the Senate? Which is cool. Like, I'm in, but I don't know. I don't know what that means, but I like that. The more Coruscant, the better, in my opinion. And but come on, man, come on. We got friggin' Gunji in this trailer, dude. The goddamn Wookiee Jedi. Remember him?
Oh yeah, he was there too. That's right.
That was
Yeah,
great.
it was all about them making new friends, wasn't it?
Yeah, everyone lost their mind with that. Which is still the greatest thing ever. Yeah.
So he canonically survived Order 66.
Yes.
Or the start of the Purge, anyway, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah, maybe he gets brutally killed in the show.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. No, I'm super into it. I mean, the trailer's gorgeous. It looks like more Bad Batch. The characters got redesigns, which was neat.
I did that.
Omega's wearing armor now. She's not like weird like Camino pajamas anymore. So that's cool. I like that. Yeah, looks like more Bad Batch. Looks like just expanding that world more, and I'm so in. Dude. Star Wars animation, just they always they step up their game every season, and I feel like it's got a lot of potential. So we'll see where it goes. They just really need to start developing like Echo and Tech more than anything, I think.
Yeah, either develop or kill them off.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, I'm down for that.
I feel like Echo has to stay around now because he's already died. So
that's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's coming out in the fall. So that's not an Australian term, but it's coming out later in the year.
That's our spring.
Yeah. Did you see the Tales of the Jedi stuff, by the way?
Yeah, young Dooku and like Ahsoka and Qui-Gon stuff.
Dude, it looks so good. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's real. Don't believe it.
But then talking about length, there was also the Ahsoka trailer leak. Yeah.
Oh yeah, do you want to talk about that?
I don't know. Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, we've both got to watch the Ahsoka trailer from someone's shitty iPhone. We're like ducking behind the god.
Someone's shoulder half in shot, yeah.
Dude, I honestly can't believe that Celebration was cool. I really enjoyed it, sort of remotely, of course. I wasn't fucking there. But I really enjoyed it. Just popped down. I really enjoyed it, but I still can't believe in 2022 they thought it was a good idea to not release these things. It's like, great. Now, literally, they know everyone's going to see them on this terrible iPhone quality, It's like, really? It's unbelievable to me. Anyway, but yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like cool. Hera was cool. I think Hera was the more exciting part of it, personally. Right. Yeah, just seeing her in live action. Rosario Dawson got a redesign. They made the Lekers longer after everyone complained.
And the fandom rejoiced.
It just shows that everyone was right, that the design was bad the first time around, and it wasn't a thing about stunts. It was just that they couldn't be fucked.
Oh, fuck off. That's so mean.
It's just another criticism for The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I know. Everyone was saying it's probably true. How do you feel about a Mary Elizabeth Winstead playing Hera?
I didn't even know that she was playing Hera.
Well, we don't know, but she's in the show, and we don't know who's playing Hera, and everyone's sort of drawing the.
Yeah, that sounds about right, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Keen for it. More Twi'leks on screen. Great.
Is that your main angle?
You know what's funny? I saw someone point out recently that all the Twi'leks in Clone Wars have like a French accent, but like they don't anywhere else.
They do. Well, that's their native accent.
But like Hera doesn't have one, or like
she does in Bad Batch. Remember?
Does she?
Yeah. So the assumption is that like she
just becomes Americanized, right?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Fucking Westerns.
It's all canon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, okay. I was going to say, is she going to speak in a French accent? But if this is set post Jedi, then I guess not. Yeah.
Definitely not. No, she will not be. Liam has put on his sunglasses to try and distract us, which I don't really appreciate. Look at him.
I'm just going into hibernation mode until
low light mode.
Low battery mode. Airplane mode. Yeah. Look at him.
Quickly getting back in the conversation so he's forced to engagement.
He's just jealous that he didn't get to watch all the iPhone leak trails. All right. Now let's... Sorry, everyone. Now it's time for our highlights of the week. Jaden, what have you been watching?
Oh, I'll do us all a favour and I'll wrap up Doctor Who this week. I'm
Oh no.
Thank. Wait, so you actually finished it?
Nah, I'm still I finished the rewatch, so I'd only seen up to season 12. I hadn't seen the new season, so I'm finished the rewatch, so I'll end it here.
Cool.
And I've started the new season, and it's actually like the best of the stuff. So it's a shame that they're getting rid of Chibnall already, because like, you know, there's always teething problems when you get a new showrunner. But the flux so far, like the first 3 episodes I've seen, which is the subtitle for season 13, Flux it's quite good. So like, you know, I wonder if had they given him more time before replacing him, I wonder if we would have kept on seeing more of this, you know. But you know, season 12, what we've seen, Chibnall, he fucked up, you know. The thing is, season 12 wasn't as bad as I remembered. It is actually, like, from a execution standpoint, it's actually quite decent. And like in terms of like the peaks and the troughs, like it's not really that egregious. It's definitely the worst, but it's not that egregious, like as I thought it was. There's some really good episodes. Like there's one that involves like Mary Shelley, you know, and it's really funny
as a character.
Yeah, like they often go back in time and like have like famous characters. But like, yeah, cool. Like they go back to like Mary Shelley, like just before she writes Frankenstein. Like, you know, she's like they're all hanging out and like it's meant to be like a scary episode, but like there's a lot of comedy. It's actually quite good. Kind of blend of genres there.
And she's like 12 years old. Because didn't she write Frankenstein when she was like 14 or some shit?
I don't think so.
I thought that she wrote it like super young. But anyway,
I think she wrote it young, but like, you know, back then, like, you know, 16 was like 48.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's definitely low points of the season, like Orphan 55 and Praxis are definitely like the worst episodes put to screen. But then like the big thing, the big issue I have with the season is the twist, the retcon of the century. It sucks ass. It sucks so much, and I cannot, like, ultimately they carried it off okay, but I cannot get over how shit of an idea it is, because it just undermines and devaluates so much things that have happened in the past. You know, Doctor Who is no stranger. I remember saying this a lot, like the first time I watched this, like season 12, and I was talking about the show. Doctor Who is no stranger to retconning. They have changed things frequently, or they have, you know, added little tidbits that kind of just redefine things. But it always comes off, and it always strengthens the history of the show, and it always, you know, it always embellishes the already good record of what's happening. But this just, it just ruins 50 years of history, you know? And like, a lot of people aren't going to care about that, you know? A lot of these new fans aren't going to care. But like, it just undermines the weight of so many significant moments in the series. And that's unfortunate. Because ultimately, it's okay, and it's okay in like execution, and then what they do with it next season is, you know, also kind of cool. But it just sucks so much.
Oh my god! Wait, so is that newest season? Is that the one that was like it's only like 6 parts or something, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 episodes and then 2 specials. Yeah, it's so strange.
Interesting. Okay, and that's all Jodie's send off.
Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it so far. And like having just like this one story that goes 6 episodes is kind of cool, you know.
Cool. Yeah. That's exciting. So did that air like as you were starting the rewatch, and you knew like it was always gonna?
No, it aired late last year, I think.
Oh, okay.
I just missed it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I think the new the second special, like the Chinese, I think it's Chinese New Year special because it's set in China or whatever. Like, I think that aired as I was starting my rewatch.
Right, okay. How many episodes you got left on that season? 13?
3 of the season and the 2 specials, so 5 episodes.
Fair few. Okay.
Nah, not get that done in a day.
Oh, okay. All right. Best of luck. I'm like, well, hang on. I can't believe that can't be the end though. You're not.
Sorry?
You got to tell us about how that season ends next week.
Yeah, but I think I'd rather go back to chatting, just, you know, about other stuff next week.
Okay. I mean, you can I feel like there'd be a bit of an anticlimax after all.
All right. Maybe we'll see how I feel.
We'll see. What about you, Liam?
I watched Atlantis: The Lost Empire, which is an animated movie from 2001 from the Kirk and Trousdale people, who also did Beauty and the Beast and Hunchback of Notre Dame, I think. And it's a really good movie. There's nothing particularly unique about it, but I just really love the animation style and the mythic story. It's pretty epic. And I think I was trying to recognize like who the voice actor was, and because it was like very, very fucking recognizable. And it was Michael J. Fox, and his voice acting in that's awesome. He's like just a charming nerd, and it's a lot of fun. It's super fast. It's 90 minutes. It's like unbelievably quick, almost too quick. But yeah, I never heard of this movie, and it looked awesome, so I looked at it, and it was a good movie. Yeah.
Oh, cool. That was sort of a film that was a classic for me as a kid. I haven't seen it in over a decade. I haven't seen it over a decade. I'd actually like to watch it because I don't remember anything about it. But I remember really liking it at the time. It was like, I don't want to say it was like, instrumental in my love of cinema necessarily, you know what I mean? But it was good. It's also, I always find it interesting. It was around that time, I think in the early 2000s, where Disney was in this weird transitional period of like still putting a lot of money into their 2D animated features, like they did, of course, all the way through from the 1940s to the late 90s. And it was sort of this weird transitionary period where it was Atlantis, and I think the other one is what's it called?
Treasure
Planet. Yeah. And they were both, I think, like sort of box office bombs at the time, and it's sort of a turning point for the direction of their studio, because they don't really make stuff like that anymore at all, obviously. Except I think Princess and the Frog was like an exception. Like they sort of went back to it, but since then it's all evolved into their CG stuff. So sort of interesting historical time as well.
Last film of an era. There you go.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I think it was like significant. I mean, if you think about it, there's nothing else really. Like when they did Princess and the Frog a decade later, it's like that stands on its own. Like there was no other movie like that at the time, and there hasn't been since. In terms of like that theatrically released Disney full budget 2D movie. Sort of weird.
Yeah.
That's actually insane that you say that, yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. No one goes to see them, I guess, anymore.
That's so odd. That's such an odd, yeah.
Yeah, because around that time as well, you were getting your Tangleds, and you were getting your...
Well, Tangled was 2010.
Yeah, it wasn't Princess and the Frog
2009.
Yeah, so like around that time,
Yeah, but I thought you were talking more about early, like the 2000.
I mean, like Princess and the Frog was like a return. Return to the dead. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, like, it was interesting in that time when they were developing Tangled and like Frozen and these other things. Like they also had Princess and the Frog in there too, in the mix. It was sort of just a weird little moment there that they had. So yeah. Film historians, feel free to take that and make a documentary about it. Very good. I've got nothing. I thought I had something, but I tried to remember, and now I don't think I do. So
Kenobi. You can rehash your ideas from your 20-minute discussion.
I'm not... I'm going to go for 20 minutes here. Do you guys want to talk about it? I don't know.
Nah. We've had our share.
Have we? I haven't talked about it with you.
No, but I mean, like Liam and I have given what we've watched. So unless you want to talk about it,
Oh, right. Well, no, I'm not going to be redundant. I'm just going to repeat everything. So
yeah,
it does sort of put me. Yeah, the fact I do those does put me in an awkward spot with this, doesn't it? Where I was like, so I want to talk about it with you guys, but then it's like you've already chosen yours, but I don't want to just repeat myself. So it's sort of weird. Anyway. As always, now we hand the show over to you with our question of the show. Last week we asked you, who is your favourite director? Aiden said, favourite director? Better say Nolan is one of them before anyone else does. He got in quick there. I can guarantee that's going to be repeated. But also, top director would have to be Denis Villeneuve. However, his films are spectacles to behold. They sure are. Luke came in and said, Domi Shi is my favourite director. Dommy Shi? I don't know. Because she directed the best short film of all time, a Cinema Effect favourite for sure. Liam, can you please explain this to me?
You're talking about Bao.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
She did Turning Red as well, right?
Yeah, I think she did, yeah.
Yeah.
Which redeems her a little bit.
Does it?
A little bit. Oh, it definitely redeems her, yeah. Oh.
I think I prefer Bao to the Turning Red.
Oh, fuck you, mate. That's... Why? Bro, Bao is just so deranged.
They're so similar in concept now that I think about it. Just about like
Actually,
family, like kind of swallowing you and kind of overwhelming you. You know, it's just
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Turning Red is actually just theatrical length
yeah.
Bao. It's actually all it is.
The studio just intervened. They're like, you can't make a 90-minute film about pork buns. You know, they're like,
They'll get too attached to the character.
Oh my god. Andy said, better say Tarantino was one of them before anyone else does. So
no, I was going to say that. So I'm going to say for that.
Tarantino is trash. All right. Well, if you ask me, year 12 version of me, I would have said Quentin Tarantino straight up. But I feel like my cinema taste and knowledge of auteur directors kind of gradually developed as I discovered more films after high school. I don't think I have a favourite director, so feel free to ask this question again in 50 episodes' time. Yeah, sure, Andy. I'll set a calendar reminder. No worries. I honestly agree with Lukey. This is such a bland question you ended up with. Wow. All right. Banned. We don't accept feedback on the quality of the questions. Okay. Sorry. Andy, continue.
You could talk back, guys. Since when did you think you could do that?
Right.
Since when did you
It's
think
not
you could
acceptable.
criticize us? Like, come on.
Do you not understand the dynamic?
The power dynamics, yeah.
Absolutely. Dude, you don't walk into Beijing and start shouting about the communist regime, do you? You know what I mean?
No.
You
So
don't fight the hand that feeds you.
Get your 100%. Get your shit together. Sorry, Annie actually continues and said, if you asked the 12 a.m. version of me, he would have said Catherine Brelat is his top director. Brelat is his top director. And I think one of your co-hosts would find that response very noble and satisfying. Which one of you is that?
Makes him a dickhead.
Because it's shaded then. I don't know. Who is that?
She directed a film that we've talked about before, A Real Young Girl. Do you remember me talking about that and Andy talking about it in like one of his things? Or did we not talk about it on the show? I think we did, right?
I don't recall.
I don't know.
Because like Andy put it I can't because like Andy wrote a comment that kind of prompted me to like kind of discuss it, right? Or did we just have this conversation in real life and I'm just getting my mind is like early onset dementia.
I can relate to that though in terms of conversations in real life, podcasts.
I remember you talking.
podcast.
I remember you ranting about it.
Yeah, maybe it was an off-air thing. But like it's just a horrible. No, I'm pretty sure I have because I've talked about her other film Bluebeard before. About how like it's just like the flattest, dullest film you have. So then like you know like the other one, like the one that he's referencing, that he's watched is A Real Young Girl, which is just the same but just hornier and it's just shit, just so shit.
God bless you, Andy. Thank you so much for writing it. All right, now it's time for our answers. Was this hard for everyone else?
Well, I didn't want to be like the answer that everyone expects, you know. So I was like, I looked a bit, but you know, it's like
Yeah, same. And I sort of just succumbed though. What is yours, Jaden?
Just because Aiden got two of like my like by proportion alone, Aiden's said my two answers, but like in terms of like you know just highest rated like most often. But I will say Hitchcock after that. I've seen a shit ton of his films and I love so many of them. I think he's fantastic. He really is like the master of suspense. Like it's kind of crazy seeing the things that he did back in the 40s. Having, you know, not that you can't, you know, like the fact that his films remain to be the, you know, amongst the most taught there are, you know, I mean taught as in like tight, not taught as in teacher taught. You know,
yeah.
you know, tight, you know, tension type thing.
Yeah.
in this age where like everyone is trying to imitate it or can take inspiration from it or, has learned from it, and like they just don't succeed on the way that he does. I remember he's quite a cocky guy, but he said, back when he was still alive, it was like, even my failures become classics 3 years later. And he's right, like the films of his that bombed, like they're now regarded as classics. Like what was it? I think Vertigo was the last time he worked with Jimmy Stewart, because when it first came out, it wasn't met with a good response. But then like it is now regarded as one of the best films. It's, I don't know, he's fantastic like that. And obviously Rope is my favorite film that he's done, and like I can't stress enough the brilliance of that film. So yeah,
That is an awesome quote, by the way.
Mm.
Just saying that about your films, that's great. I'm going to do it one day. I need to just dive in. I've never seen a Hitchcock film in my life. And it's going to happen one day. It's going to be great.
There's not really a good place to, like, I think Psycho is probably the best place to jump in.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that is egregious that I haven't seen that, I think.
Yeah.
Lee, what about you?
I did have to think about it and look around. I don't know. I mean, the question is kind of difficult, but
Oh, yeah.
I'd say Steve McQueen is my favorite director. I think.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice.
Just
What about Paul, man?
Paul, man.
Paul.
No, I don't.
Who's Paul?
Shit. Who's Paul? Yeah.
Paul
W.S.
Thomas Anderson.
Paul W.S. Oh, yeah, I love him.
No, but Steve McQueen is fantastic. All of his films are they're at least great, and I think they're super rewatchable as well. But yeah, I don't know. He's like one of the best modern directors, and he's underrated, man. He's underrated, even though he's highly rated.
Even though he won a Best Picture.
Even though he's like one of the most famous.
Highly acclaimed award.
I don't know. He just has an amazing style. It's hard to pinpoint and talk about, but he's good, bro. He's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good, bro.
He's good, bro. He's pretty good.
He's good, bro.
That's a great choice, by the way. It's a great choice.
Thank you.
I need to see. The only thing I think I'm missing for him is, not counting whatever those shorts were. I didn't see those either. But I don't know if you count.
Are you talking about Small Axe?
Yeah,
because they're not shorts. They're genuine movies. They're all genuine.
They are movies.
Yeah. The John Boyega one is fantastic.
Oh shit! I should. Okay, forget what I was about to say. I think I'm only missing Widows from his filmography, but I'm clearly not.
Well, I've only seen the two of them. I've seen Red, White, and Blue, which is the John Boyega one, and I've seen Lovers Rock, which is like a dance one, kind of. And they're both really fantastic. So I should watch more of the Small Axe ones, but yeah, they're like full-length movies. They're just lower budget. But yeah.
Right. That's so interesting that he went for like an anthology brand. Like he slapped the Small Axe label on them as opposed to just making different movies, It's so weird.
Yeah, because it's like listed as a TV series on IMDb.
Oh, that's weird.
Which is, I guess, I don't know, you call it that, but it's like, it's just different, like, yeah, different concepts that kind of form a larger whole, I guess, of like...
Is it sort of like Black Mirror in that way?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, not Black Mirror, like Black Experience, like African-American like experience.
Oh,
because, yeah. But it's really, like, those two at least are really fantastic.
Okay. Cool. Guys, maybe you can help me decide. So I've got 5 names, okay? I've got 5.
Oh wow, quite the short list.
I tried. I've got George Lucas. I've got Christopher Nolan. I've got Denis. I've got Dave Filoni. And I've got Vince Gilligan as my 5.
Who's Vince Gilligan?
How the fuck? Breaking Bad. How the fuck am I meant to narrow this down, dude?
You see, you went the TV route as well. I only did a film. Jeez.
Oh yeah, TV for sure. Yeah, I had to do that. That was my attempt to branch out, and I still only came up with generic answers. How about that? Okay, all right. It's got to be Nolan. It has to be. It has to be for me. I just think most overall consistent, like the sheer quantity of films that are so high on my, like, there are probably 10 Nolan films in my top 25. You know what I mean? And I feel like just that by itself is like, yeah.
10 Nolan films, all of them.
Oh yeah, no, probably not that many. There's honestly probably 6 Nolan films in my top 25 films, you know, which is like just pure ratios. He belongs as number one, you know. Vince Gilligan is kind of generic of an answer. So I should get a special shout out to Dave Filoni. That's a bit more.
Yeah, that's a bit more niche.
More niche, a little bit. But at the same time, I also feel a bit bad picking him because animation being a much more collaborative art form, like you can't really discredit him as the pure visionary for all of it, you know? Although he's the director. So, but you know what I mean? It's a bit like he often talks about his team of people all the time that help him. So it's sort of a bit different, I guess. I was thinking of like, I was like for a second, you know, oh, David Chase. Oh, no, he did that movie. Forget it. Sorry. Sorry, David Chase. He did Many Saints of Newark and he ruined his chance of getting in here, you know? But alas. All right. As always, we'd love you to submit your questions. Was that Fitzy coming in with the slowest reaction of all time?
Yeah, no, I was realizing it was a surprise. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But sorry. As always, we'd love you to submit your questions, thoughts, reviews for next week's film in the YouTube comment section. Send us a DM on Instagram, which literally no one does any of those two things anymore. But you can also just join the Discord and answer that way. So, yeah. Our question this week will be the greatest question you've ever asked, Jaden. All the credit. Incredible. And that is, what do you prefer? Planes, trains, or automobiles? We expect arguments to be made. We expect long comments in the Discord.
Body paragraphs. Yeah.
Topic sentences.
You
quotes.
Check we're gonna cross check your paragraphs to turn it in to see if you've plagiarized.
Excellent point.
Yeah,
absolutely. So there's a lot there to break down. That is no doubt going to be the longest question of the week segment we've ever done, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, but we do have a poll announcement to get into to determine the film we'll review in a fortnight's time. It is Jaden and Liam going 1-on-1 right now for their nominations. I'm going to start with Jaden to reveal his nomination.
Look at the little smile on his fucking face.
The malice in that, Jaden. Yeah.
I'm appealing to a demographic here, and that demographic is Andy. I'm going to nominate Kung Fu Hustle, which is it's an Asian action comedy. It's on Netflix from 2000, I think. Yeah.
Hear that, Andy? Make a bunch of fake accounts, bro. Quick. Liam, what about you?
Mine is The Rock, directed by Michael Bay. It's I don't know much about it. I think it's a Prison Break thing. It's an action. Actually, I don't know what it is, but it's an action movie with fucking Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery and Ed Harris. Yeah. It's on Disney Plus.
Sounds sick.
We need to ask in future Sean Harris or Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, obviously. Oh, that's easy. Come on. What's Sean Harris?
Definitely Ed
Sean
Harris.
Harris has been in like 2 movies.
I disagree.
All right. That movie not involved Dwayne Johnson, got nothing to do with it. Just to be clear.
The Rock? No.
Okay.
He was still wrestling at that point, wasn't he?
When was this? When was that filmed? In the late 90s?
I think so. 1996.
1996. You probably like just started wrestling. You probably wasn't even no one knew who he was. That's why they got away with it, calling it that, you know. All right. That's it for this week's episode of Cinema Effect. But Liam, what are we doing next week if you haven't already figured it out?
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
And what's that on?
Stan? Yeah.
You had one job.
Stan.
All right,
It's on
everyone.
Stan.
Check it out and join us next week. All right. But more importantly, answer the question. If you've got to do anything, answer the question for sure. All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you all next week. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I feel like these are getting longer again. I don't know what happened, but it's actually probably my fault.
No, now 17 is not bad. That's pretty.
Is it?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, last week was long, man. I don't know what happened.
So Prometheus is just a dense film.
Oh my God.
Mm.
Have a great rest of your week.
No.
It's a thick ass film, and goodbye.